Hello and welcome back to another episode. This morning, or actually it's afternoon. Well, it's not afternoon. It's late morning on a cloudy, really overcast Sunday. I'm back out at Big Bone Lick State Park. Out here actually testing a new lens for a new camera. All right, that I figured I should take a couple minutes and tell you about. I've said a couple times, different things I was looking for, asking a lot of different questions about. Even in a recent video I talked about, is it time to switch camera systems? Now, set everybody straight. I'm not switching away from Canon and the R5. All right, but I still want to have a smaller, lighter camera. All right, mainly for video. And if you've noticed the last couple of videos, if you couldn't tell the difference, I've actually been using a different camera to video those. Instead of using a GoPro or using my DJI Pocket 2, I've been using this. So what is this? This is the OM Systems OM5. All right, incredibly light, as you can tell. Small lens on it. Shoots 4K video. Shoots 1080p, which is what I've been videoing most of my stuff in, and does a pretty good job. It's incredibly small and compact. So now, why am I doing this? What I've been looking for, is really something to video with, and also something I could take on trips. If you remember, earlier this year, I did something with the TG6. I really wasn't happy with it. They had a 1-inch sensor. This is micro four thirds, so basically it's a half the size of a full frame. So this lens that's on here is a 12 to 45 f4, which is the equivalent of 24 to 90 in full frame. So I purchased this, figured I'd use it for video, and then use this as my travel camera. All right, I've got a couple trips coming up here in the near future that I'm going to use this on, and now I'll be doing a review here for my next trip, which is at Christmas time. My wife and I are going over to Portugal, doing a Viking River cruise there. And I'm going to use this camera for that trip, and I'll give you my insights, my thoughts about it, and give you an idea what I really think of it as a travel camera. Between now and then, I'm going to use it for video and just enjoy it along with my Canon R5 and see how things turned out. Now, I was out here today testing another lens for this. All right, it's this lens here, which is an Olympus. All right, 100 to 400, f5 to 6.3. So again, think of the crop factor with this. It's a 200 to 800, all right, millimeter lens. So I wanted to give it a shot. I've done a couple things here with it, just taking pictures of bison. Not a great day for it. They're kind of just laying on the ground, but still, if anything turned out, to give you an idea what this lens is like as I test it out, I'll put it in right here. Okay, so now I was out with this thing, last week. Took it, we went to visit, family back in northwestern Ohio, and I took it with me and went out to a couple local parks that I used to visit when I was a kid and took some images just to see how it did. And what I'm going to do, all right, is put those in here so you can get a feel for, what it's like using this camera, in a micro four thirds, again with a 12 to 45 f4 lens. All right, so now I'm going to close the video just by saying thanks for coming along. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This won't be a long video. I just wanted to give you some insight on what something I'm doing different. Try to get out a little bit more here if I get a chance. I've missed the fall peak. Sorry, I did. As you can tell, but it is what it is. I knew my work schedule was going to make it pretty difficult, but I still thought I'd at least try to get out some here and there. So again, I'll end the video. Leave a comment down below. You know, tell me if you've tried this camera or lens combination. Love to know, you know, what your thoughts on it. Certainly, you know, from a travel standpoint. And I don't know if I'd do this as my everyday landscape photography camera, but it definitely is light, small, and compact and easy to get around with. So thanks for coming along. Until we see you again, stay safe.